I caught it early this time. Hello, everybody, and it's 5 o'clock on a Sunday, which is unusual for me to be streaming this time of day. But it's today's special because Bethesda is about to take the stage and give us a big sort of open door into what they've been working on for the past year or so. So lots of interesting stuff to look forward to. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. My plan is to do exactly what we did last year and to just sort of rebroadcast their broadcast and have a bit of a reaction while going through it. So I have their broadcast up in the background. We're going to be switching over to that in a minute. But in the meantime, let's talk a little bit about some of what has already come out on E3. Let's switch this over. So, Outer Worlds gave us a new trailer, and this is it. Obsidian gave us a new trailer for Outer Worlds, and this is it. And it looks pretty good. My initial thoughts are that I'm a little bit concerned with the story because they really hit home the fact that corporations are evil in this universe. Which, it's to be expected. Almost every, post-apocalyptic game or sci-fi game is all about how, corporations are evil. I mean, Fallout even does that a lot. Vault-Tec and West-Tech and MedTech and every company in the Fallout universe, except for maybe Vim, is like really, really evil. But, I worry about the plot because if it's just the corporations are evil and we need to fight the corporations, then I'm slightly concerned. But I really don't know enough about it. But as you can see, these are the graphics. I'm a little bit concerned with some of the graphics, particularly the energy effects and the walking and movement animations. But we don't get too much of it in this trailer, so I don't know if it's something to be concerned about or not. But as you saw a moment ago, there was an energy weapon effect that was, a little off. And then some of the walking, it almost looked like they were hovering a bit. But I really like this. Like what we just saw there is that when you're interacting with an NPC, it's a first-person sort of thing, much like Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. So it does feel like you're, this world is about you. Here, like that walking right there looked really, I don't know, it was a little weird. But we have to bear in mind, it is Obsidian. They don't have all of the same resources as Bethesda and anything like that. But everything that I have seen has been looking really interesting. I have to say, I'm pretty excited about it. And you know me, I'm more about story anyway. Thrilled with story. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on when it comes time to talking about this game in particular. So that was pretty exciting. Then Cyberpunk 2077. So they released a new trailer for Cyberpunk 2077, and the big news about Cyberpunk 2077, there are two big things about Cyberpunk 2077. They have officially pushed it to 2020. They were talking about 2019 last year when we heard about it, and this trailer says that the launch date is, I believe, April 19th, 2020. So they tagged almost another year onto the production of this particular game. Then, they've got a big celebrity cameo, Keanu Reeves, which is, I don't know. I mean, of all of the celebrities to have a cameo in the game, I'm glad it's Keanu Reeves. He is pretty wholesome. I like Keanu Reeves. Everyone likes it's like the internet is in love with Keanu Reeves. So it was a big win from them. And it is possible to have a big celebrity cameo and it not distract from the game. We learned that with Fallout 3, Liam Neeson, he added to the world in the game, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. But I felt a little weird, watching this trailer and then suddenly Keanu Reeves just jumps in there and it's like, oh, okay, it's Keanu Reeves. Okay, cool. So, not the end of the world. But, the tone of this trailer is very different from the last one that we watched a year ago. And I don't know if it's for the better. A year ago, we watched the trailer to Cyberpunk 2077, and it felt like an open world. Now, they did have more time because it was a Red Band trailer, or it was, 40 minutes of gameplay, and we were going through one of the major quests of Cyberpunk 2077, and we got a scope for the world. This is a much shorter video, and it's more story-driven. To be honest, it felt more like a Rockstar story point, really, than a big open world go at your own speed, kind of tackle the quests when you want to sort of feel. And I don't know if that really registered with me in a positive way. And there's also, like, this character right here, I'm a little confused storyline-wise because I got the impression from watching the last trailer to Cyberpunk 2077 that character was a really major character. Like, he was a huge sidekick to whomever our main character is, and yet in this trailer he dies, right? I'm like, is that it must not be a major character then if he dies in the trailer to the game. And then also, I kind of got a feel from the first trailer for Cyberpunk 2077 that you could make your own character, and if you really wanted to be, you know, a thief and a villain, you could be that. But in this trailer, your character is like a thief. Like, he's really obsessed with money, and he's going to be rich and famous someday, and that's what motivates him. Those are his motives, and I wonder if we'll be able to get away from that. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but it's not quite as open and with role-playing choices as I would have at once hoped. But still, the graphics look amazing. It looks like a beautiful game. And watch this. He's about to choke out and die. Then he remembers his dead friend. Oh no! For the love of my dead friend, I'm going to have knives come out of my elbows. Because that's what I am, a big knife elbow guy. Oh no, they're out of his wrists. I mean, the gameplay looks amazing. There's just no getting around it. This looks like an awesome, slick game. I'm sad it's been delayed, but you know what? I'm also glad it's been delayed, because if they're going to tag another year onto this game, that's one more year of production time that this game is going to be going through. That means it's going to have one more year of polish, which is great. So yeah, we have to wait a little bit longer, but I think it was a wise decision, especially after everything we've been hearing about the company. And, you know, they lost one of the major story drivers of the story. He left the company. So, lots of a little bit of concern going on with how long they've been working on this game. I mean, they first announced it in 2013, and it's a bit of a long time working on this game. All right. Now, there we go. I kind of toyed with the idea of playing a little bit of Fallout 76 while we waited, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. Let me get to the chat. Tell me a secret, Oxhorn, says Anthony Giovanni. The secret is that... the secret is that... I don't know. I don't know any secrets. I'm trying to come up with something witty, but I can't think of anything. Something about life, love. No, I don't know any secrets. Loud music, says Brady. All right, I'll turn that down just a bit. There we go. Good to have everybody in the chat today. Very special thank you to all of the mods in the chat today. Jackson says, how do you feel about the Epic exclusion of Outer Worlds? Still going to stream as soon as it comes out, or wait? I don't know. I'll probably still stream, or at least do lore videos about it when it comes out. The exclusivity with Epic is really disappointing. We have to, however, separate the developer from the publisher. It's important to do that because it's not Obsidian's... Now, why is that? Why is the light so bad? It's really not Obsidian's call. I remember hearing that they were just as surprised about the news as we all were, that it was going to be an Epic exclusive. And I take that back. It's not an Epic Store exclusive. It's going to be on the Epic Store and the Windows Store. So if you don't want to support Epic, you can always get the game on the Windows Store if you want. All right, I have a big bright light shining on me, specifically to avoid this issue. And for some reason, my face is very dark. Don't know why. I might have to figure out a way to go about this differently. Oracle Gamer says graphics look like a mix between Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4. I believe you're talking about the Outer Worlds. I don't know. It's got its own style. It does indeed look very different to me. There are aspects of it that are reminiscent of the earlier Fallout games. Sunset Rider says, when can I have a dog in Fallout 76? I don't know. That's the thing, right? So now we have to speculate about what they're going to be talking about during their big E3 announcement today, which will start in about 20 minutes. Christina says, please play Borderlands 3 when it comes out. I don't know. I haven't played the other Borderlands, but I may tackle it at some point. Arcanium says some caps. Thank you very much, Arcanium. I do appreciate it. Mythic says, did you ever hear about Xbox's Project Scarlet? And if so, what did you think about it? I'm sorry, I haven't heard about Project Scarlet. That's something I'll have to Google after the broadcast. Brett Buzz says, I think with Cyberpunk, the trailer was just showing one path you can take. CD Projekt Red and their branching stories in their games. I see. Well, if that's the case, then I'm really excited. So we do get to talk now about what to expect from this broadcast. So, yeah, see, what is with the light here? Come on. Is it because I moved my camera? Maybe it's because I moved my camera. All right, that's weird. So the thing is, we already know that we're not going to hear anything about Elder Scrolls 6 or Starfield. Todd Howard came out and said that. Just they're not going to talk about it. So what are they going to talk about? They're probably going to be talking about Doom Eternal, of course. They're going to be talking about Wolfenstein: The Youngblood, of course. And probably Fallout 76's upcoming DLCs. So what does this mean in terms of upcoming DLCs? Well, there are the vaults. Vault 51 made an appearance in Fallout 76 just a few months ago. It appeared out of nowhere. And of course, there are all of the other vaults that we have yet to explore. What else can we expect from free DLCs for Fallout 76? Is the next big thing going to be races? Because many online RPGs have races. Are we going to be able to play as a super mutant? Are we going to be able to play as a ghoul? If so, what are the ramifications of that? Well, if you're a super mutant, you can't use power armor, I'm pretty sure. If you're a ghoul, you're immune to radiation. If you're a super mutant, you're immune to radiation and diseases. That would make things really complicated. I have no idea what we're going to hear, but part of me does hope that it's going to be about Fallout 76, that we'll have some information about Fallout 76. All right, we got still close to 20 minutes left. And see, this is why I turned the camera to begin with, so that you can see my face. Mythic says, Project Scarlet is Xbox's next-gen console, which will supposedly support about 120 frames per second and have impeccable graphics for console. Well, that sounds great. I look forward to learning more. JD Squared says, hey, Oxford, hope your day is awesome. Have a couple of glasses of scotch on me. I love Glenfiddich18. Thanks for streaming E3, my dude. High five. Thank you very much, and you are indeed welcome. Milky Latte says, where did you get your hat? It looks really nice. Thanks. It's nothing special. This is just the derby that I've been wearing for a good long time. I got it years ago at a place called MikeTheHatter.com. This was long before Amazon became the place that it is. So you can probably get one on Amazon if you want. There, I think I've got a better setup here. Happy to support you, Walk, says Savage Patch Kid. Thank you very much, Savage Patch Kid. Slippery Mind with a tip. Curly Snoop with a tip. Thanks, both of you. Slippery Mind with another tip. Extremely kind. Okay, now where's my scotch? If I'm going to be doing this over here, let's move that over there. That way I can have a view of my monitor there in the chat here, and I'll just multitask between the two. Ash Malachi says, Zox, did you know about the restaurant that opened up on the moon? Great food, no atmosphere. Well, you know what? Somebody had to start it. Somebody had to start it, and I'm glad it's you. Cheers. Uncle Chuck says, relatively new subscriber here. Love the lore vids, and I've been watching your Fallout 76 streams starting on day 1. Already on day 11. You're awesome. Keep up the good work. Thanks for watching. I had a lot of fun with Fallout 76. I hope you guys have been enjoying the live streams. Okay, I hear something going on, but as you can see, there's nothing on the on the camera there. Hold on. It's still moving. It's still moving. We're still alive, and I hear something going on there. I heard somebody say, "Take your seats," but we don't see anything on the screen yet. Let's see if it's on my other screen. The Scarfox says Outer Worlds feels like Borderlands 2. It did kind of have a slight Borderlands vibe to it from everything I've seen, but then again, I've never played Borderlands. I've just seen the trailers and the memes, so I don't really know much about it. Okay, well, still nothing yet, but it would be a bit early. It's only 5:15 right now. Nuka Nick says, glad to be here, Ox. Wouldn't want to watch this showcase with any other community. Cheers, my good man. Cheers, Nuka Nick. So glad to have you here. I had so much fun last year when we did this, and I could react in real time to the chat and either express my astonishment or my frustration or whatever emotion I was having at the time. Woo, says Alexander Lopez. I know, I'm excited. Oxhorn, do you think there's a chance for a surprise, says Ben Pope. Yeah, I think there's a chance for a surprise. I mean, Fallout 76 was a huge surprise. Before we learned that it was Fallout 76, everyone was talking about a remastered version of Fallout 3, which ended up being far from the mark. So yeah, if they could surprise us with Fallout 76 last year, who knows what they're going to surprise us with this year. We do know what to expect. No talk of no talk of Starfield, no talk of Elder Scrolls 6. Maybe they're lying. Maybe we'll get a lot of information about those two games, but I wouldn't keep my hopes up. So, I doubt very much that they're going to be working on some other undisclosed title. So it's what? Doom Eternal, Wolfenstein Youngblood, and Fallout 76 DLCs. That's pretty much what we got to expect. Richard Trowbridge says, loving the Dishonored videos. Thanks, dude. Thank you very much. Horny Potato Pimp in the house with a tip. Thank you very much, Horny Potato. New Command says, the light from your window is hurting your lighting. Is that what it was? Okay, well, I think the lighting is a little bit better now, so I'll just do it from this angle. Horny Potato says, hey, man, where do you think Bethesda will take Fallout after 76? And will you do videos on Doom Eternal? I'll probably live stream Doom Eternal. We had a really great time live streaming Doom 2016, which we finished on Thursday. I've been streaming it live during my Scotch and Smoke Rings broadcasts, and we finally finished the game last Thursday. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Doom Eternal. Doom 2016 was a whole lot of fun. As for where they'll take the Fallout franchise after Fallout 76, I have no idea. I don't think anybody does. I do hope for more, of course, but I think for the foreseeable future, we're going to be contenting ourselves with DLCs for Fallout 76 and Creation Club editions for Fallout 4. I mean, just look at how long it's taken for Elder Scrolls 6 to even be announced, let alone released after the publication of Skyrim. I think we're going to have quite some time to wait. But we'll see. Welcome new member Alex Tweedy. Austin Frieders with a tip. Thank you, Austin Frieders. Man, everyone's so excited. Silverfang says, good afternoon, Oxhorn. A toast to you. May your channel last 1,000 years. Need for Elder Scrolls 6 intensifies. I know. But I hope we don't get our hopes up with any talk of Elder Scrolls 6 during the big announcement today. We'll see. Andrew says, hey, Ox, just got back from my trip to the Greenbrier. You were right about how the White Springs is so identical to it. I mean, they did a really good job. They did their research. The White Springs looks just like the Greenbrier. It's amazing. Oh, what was that? I think that was a slight hiccup in the stream. Okay, I got a great internet connection, so I know it's not my internet connection. If anything happens to that source, well, I do have a backup source. "10 minutes," says TK9451. 10 minutes indeed. I totally thought I'd be sitting here playing Fallout 76 during this, but no. I'm just paying attention to your chat. So pumped for this, says Weird Beard. Blarby says, seriously though, where'd you get your YouTube mods, boss? It was during a live stream a while ago. Do you want to be a mod, Blarby? I can totally make you a mod. Although I don't think I'm logged in with this account. Hold on, this Captain Quinn says, having a shot of rum, and here's to the Outer Worlds and Fallout 76 having great presentations, hoping for a Fallout 3 remaster. Cheers, Ox. Wouldn't want E3 without you. Thank you, Captain Quinn. I have torn feelings on a Fallout 3 remaster. Which I've expressed on this program. The Brass Works says, hey, Oxhorn, can you say Mr. Beast 20 times? No. I'm just going to say no. No, I can't do it. Find someone else. Addison says, stoked to be here. Thanks for everything, Ox. You're indeed welcome, Addison. Juggernaut says, hey, Ox, happy to be watching this with you, man. Here's a donation to the Nuka and Scotch Fund. If they mention anything about Fallout 5, it better not be estimated 2020, 2021, or I may be worried. I mean, I doubt very much that they'll say anything about Fallout 5 at all. If they do, it certainly won't be for 2020 or 2021. It'll be like 2025. That's just my guess. Smitty with a tip. Thank you, Smitty. Oh, my chat is just flying off the hinges here. There we go. Cody says, love you, Ox. Been watching for about 3 years. Thank you, Cody. Good to have you on the program today. Thanks for being a longtime viewer. Danny Dots with a tip. Thank you, Danny Dots. Zar2 says, hey, Ox, always willing to be a mod if you need help. Thank you, Zar2. I think, were you a mod in a previous? I'm trying to remember. There we go. Mecha Freak says, didn't realize you were live for this. Good to see you and hope that you have a good rest of the week at E3. And GL was a bit disappointed with last year's showcase. Hope this is better. I hope so too. I'm looking forward to it. Roger Malone with a tip. Thank you, Roger Malone. Stay Puffed Mellow Man with a tip. Thank you, Stay Puffed Mellow Man. Era 404, Gamer Not Found says, hey, Ox, can I be a moderator? Much love, man. Thank you, Error 404. I think I'm done making moderators for right now. Otherwise, that's what I'll be doing the entire broadcast. Bolting Fox says, where would you base a Fallout game if you made it? I want to see Fallout in Canada. I'd love to see Fallout in Alaska as well, but not a simulation, right? I know we went to Alaska during a simulation for Fallout 3 Operation Anchorage, but I would love to see Alaska outside of the simulation, and I want to find out what happened to Canada during the annexation. So seeing the scars of that after the apocalypse would be really interesting. Thank you very much, Esteban and Stars. Austin Frieder says, have a drink on me. Got some Jack Daniels Tennessee Fire. Cheers, mate. Cheers, my friend. Daniel Loomis says, Jack Black. I have been confused for him before, but no, I'm not Jack Black. LG Eagle says, I'm watching from Meade Army Base. We love you. Well, shout out to everybody serving right now. Glad you guys are having a brief moment to watch the program today. Harrison says, hey there, Oxhorn. I found your channel sometime last year, and I wished I'd found you sooner. Thanks for the great videos. You are indeed welcome, Harrison. I'm grateful that you've been watching all this time. William says, how fun was it to narrate those Fallout 2 lore videos? Fallout 2 is always an adventure. It's always surprising, and it always slightly disturbs me. The lack of humanity we sometimes get in Fallout 2. How evil and twisted they can make some of their characters. But that's why we love it. That's why we love the game. No, in our last episode, we went to New Reno, which is going to be an interesting series. And our first stop was the Cat's Paw brothel. Yeah, well, I won't spoil it for you. We learned a lot of slang in that particular broadcast. So yeah, narrating those videos has been a lot of fun. Welcome, new member, William Wise. Good to have you here. Murky with a tip, thanks Murky, and Wild Dragon Flying Games. Turbo Sloth says, Hacks, what are your the Bethesda E3 expectations? And thank you, William Moore. Well, I think I've covered that at the beginning. My expectations are that we are going to learn more about Doom Eternal, which is going to be coming out this year, and Wolfenstein the Youngblood, which is also going to be coming out this year. And then they may talk a little bit about the Fallout 76 DLCs, and we'll probably get some stuff about Blades. Not terribly excited about hearing about Blades, but I know they're excited. Every time I see an advertisement or I hear, a Bethesda employee talking about Blades, they're really excited about the game. Not the kind of game I'm interested in, but I'm glad and happy that they're so excited. So we may hear a bit about Blades, and I hope not too much, but we'll see. Looking forward to all the news from Bethesda, says Rustin Whitley. I'm very grateful for the tip, and I agree. I'm looking forward to it. Edrew says, watched your stream last year for Bethesda E3. Can't wait for this year's. I'm excited as well. Now, when they hop on the stage and the show begins, I'll probably be pretty quiet because I don't want to be talking over them a lot. I want to make sure we all have a chance to hear what they have to say. I'll try and find pauses and breaks within the big presentation to hop in with my feedback. But just an FYI, if you're tipping with the expectation of getting an immediate response from me, bear in mind that during the broadcast, during the big presentation, I probably won't be able to hop on and reply. Buttered Up Lobster with a tip. Thank you very much, Buttered Up Lobster. Hi, Ox. Long time no see. Good to be back, says Tar Heel. Tar Heel, I remember you. Good to have you back on the program. Dustin says, here's hopeful to NPCs in Fallout 76. Do you think that high luck or charisma helps with legendaries? Love your channel and the work you put in. Thank you. I don't think that high luck or charisma helps with legendaries. Probably not charisma at all, because the legendaries are all dependent upon a drop or scrapping the legendaries that you have in the purveyor's, random slot machine. If it was all about luck, then all someone would do is make a high luck character and go out farming legendaries and then selling them from a shop or trading them with other players, and I think it would be abused. So I'm guessing that it's all just RNG. Welcome new member, Jernot Pills. The Dark Seraph says, thank you for breaking New Reno into parts. Longer videos are hard on guys who work 12 hours a day. Well, I'm torn because I get a lot of real positive feedback when I do an hour and a half to 2 hour long video. People do like being able to just sit there and consume it whenever they want to. But it's harder to make a video that long. So New Reno is such an expansive area of Fallout 2 that I'm going to be breaking it up into segments. It's going to be a while. We'll probably be tackling New Reno over the span of several weeks. I mean, all I've done is talk with the Mordinos at the Desperado. I haven't even finished one crime boss's quest yet, and so I think it's going to take quite some time. Oh no, we're lighter. This is what happens when I talk too much. 1 minute, boys, says Atomic. Indeed. And girls. Flame Egg says, did you hear about the Fallout 4 Creation Club stuff? I have heard rumors. Justin says, this is long overdue. I'm a huge fan and have been for several years. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Justin. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Zach, for the tip. That Colin guy says, hey there, Rox, if you had your choice, would you rather have a Fallout 3 or New Vegas remaster? I wouldn't have either remastered. But if I had to choose, probably New Vegas. Alex says, shout out from Kent Lejeune, Marine Corps base. Been a fan of yours for years. Keep up the great work. Absolutely love your work. Thank you, Alex. Thank you very much. Lots of military folks watching me today. I'm honored. Cheers from one Washingtonian to another, says Robert Hollis. Thank you very much, Robert. Icky Nico says, changed my name recently, but still a fan. Sorry about Rose's log. Oh, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Oh! I was there for that.
With a game, there is no game without the players.
Really, it all comes down to you.
みんなと一緒以外は考えられない。
Without you, there is no game.
There's no one to play it.
No one to interact with it.
意味がないよ。
You keep us in check.
And we appreciate that. And through all of it,
You're always there with us.
You are definitely not afraid to tell us how you feel.
Well, they're hitting that one home.
Your feedback sometimes challenges us, but it forces us to be always challenging ourselves.
You empathize with us as developers and with each other as a community. It's really beautiful.
I'm Dinga Bakaba, and I used to take a week off every time a Bethesda game came out.
my name's Mark Diaz, and when I was 8 years old, I used to sneak over to my buddy's house to play Doom.
I'm Rich Lambert. Daggerfall was one of the very first games that got me into the Elder Scrolls world.
I'm Dana Christo, and I started out as a 16-year-old gamer who just wanted to bring joy to others through video games.
And now I'm game director at Arcane Studios.
Now I'm a game programmer at id Software.
Now I get to be a part of building that world as the creative director on Elder Scrolls Online.
Now I'm a UI programmer at Bethesda Game Studios, and it's everything I could have dreamed of. I see you.
I see you.
I see you.
Oh, man.
We see you.
Because we are you.
And together,
Together.
Together?
We are all.
We are all.
we are all
We are all.
We are all.
Yay! Man, for the longest time, I wanted a job at a gaming company like this. I pestered Blizzard a lot. When I met Bethesda employees at the White Spring, every single one of them just raged about how much they loved their job. Must be a great company to work for. James says, where's the game announcement? Well, we got to wait for them to finish their little self-celebration. You know, they're showing off all the stuff that's coming, and we got to wait to get through that. They'll talk about new games in a bit. Let's just have some patience. I love all of the Rage 2 stuff that they're showing off here. We've been streaming that on the channel, and it's been much more fun than I had thought. All right, here we go. What's coming up?
Please welcome Bethesda's Senior Global Vice President of Marketing, Pete Hines.
We know says, hey Ox, children of Adam shirt on your Teespring? Maybe someday soon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. How are you? Feel good? Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Thank everyone watching around the world to tuning in to watch our 5th annual E3 showcase. This
You bet,
is a
Pete.
night dedicated to those who love games, who love the incredible entertainment that games provide. This past year, you fought demons on Mars and Nazis in America. You were assassins in the Empire, adventurers in Tamriel, and survivors. A lot of those. And survivors in the Wasteland.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And you've embarked on these amazing adventures on PC, console, VR, mobile, or wherever and however you choose to play. And that's the key. You take the worlds that we create and you make them yours. You share your experiences with other players, with friends, and with family. With our games, you've built large global communities that truly matter. This year, we want to give special recognition to the extraordinary Bethesda community. As you saw in our opening video, you mean everything to us. I've almost been at this company for 20 years.
Wow.
And when I first started,
Holy cow. That's awesome. All right, Pete. All right, Pete. Oh, look at him. That means a lot.
When I first started, one of my first responsibilities was moderating the community forums, chatting with you, and keeping you up to date on our games. It was a great way to start my career at Bethesda because it was the perfect reminder of why we do what we do. And like so many others at Bethesda, I've spent a lot of time with you at events around the world. I've enjoyed meeting so many of you and getting your thoughts and feedback. So tonight, we'll be taking time throughout the show to hear directly from some of you in the Bethesda community. We are thrilled tonight to show our fans the lineup of great games we've been creating just for you, including the premiere of some exciting new games, and we'll go deep on Doom Eternal.
All right. Some exciting new games? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, what does he mean there?
So, if you're ready, let's kick it off. And to get an update from our friends at one of the most celebrated development studios in the world, Bethesda Game Studios, please welcome studio head and my good friend, Todd Howard.
I got Ash on my mic. All right, it's everyone's favorite, Todd Howard. All right, Todd, what you got for it this time?
Thank you. Thank you. Great to see everybody. We have had an incredibly exciting year at Bethesda Game Studios. Given some of that excitement, impressed you're still here.
Oh.
Actually, over the last year, we've had over 60 million players in our games, our most ever.
That's great.
And it's all of you.
He wasn't afraid to mention it either. He's like, yeah, we know.
It's all of you who have made these worlds what they are. Take Fallout 76. A type of game we'd never done before. Had a lot of difficulties at launch. And we got a lot of well-deserved criticism.
Okay, good. Own it. Just own it. You can do it, Todd.
But
He's
the
doing a good
team
job.
kept working on it, and you kept playing it. And through all of that, something amazing has happened. It's thanks to all of you. This game has one of the best online communities we've ever seen. We made a post-apocalyptic survival game where you can do whatever you want, and everybody's nice to each other.
I'm
They
sure
don't
that
go on
surprised him.
killing griefing sprees. They leave food and water for the newbies and wave to each other. I don't know about you. This should give us all hope for humanity when the apocalypse does come.
I mean, he's right about that. Everyone's kind in Fallout 76. They had to make a survival.
And we have a lot more in store this
Shard.
year for Fallout 76. But first, our latest game, The Elder Scrolls Blades, is in early access. And thanks to all of you, it became our second straight #1 mobile game after Fallout Shelter. Absolutely incredible. And to tell you what's coming to Blades, let me introduce project leader Craig Lafferty and art director Matt Carafano.
All right. I told you this would happen. We're going to get some Blades talk. We'll sit through it. Be respectful.
All right.
It's all right.
Thanks, Todd. It's great to be here at E3. And thanks again to all of you for making Blades #1.
As someone who's worked on the Elder Scrolls for 20 years, it's been incredible to bring this world to your phones in an all-new way. We still love those classic dungeon crawlers, and it's clear you do as well.
And whether you're exploring a dungeon or rebuilding your town, it's great to be able to do it wherever you are.
Since it's E3, we're releasing our biggest update yet, featuring all new jobs and solo arena battles, an all-new custom jewelry system, and a brand new dragon quest line.
Anyone in the chat play Blades? I don't play mobile games. That's the thing.
It has even more, but best of all, it's coming out tonight.
That's cool.
So download free tonight and give it a try.
And we're also hard at work
Someone said yes,
on our
sir.
arena mode for this fall that'll feature PvP, your own guilds, and visiting your friends' towns. But most exciting this year, we're also bringing Blades to an all-new platform, Switchblades.
Oh. Marketing demo. I play Blades, says Marissa. All right. Blades is fun as hell, says Reaper. I play Blades, says Brian K. All right, we got some Blades players in the chat today. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Are you guys looking forward to it on Switch? My kids play Switch, but I've never played Switch.
Yes, Blades is coming this fall to the Nintendo Switch, and yes, it's still free.
Oh my God!
Blades is the perfect fit for the Switch. You can play on the go, on your TV, and with motion controls. But best of all, it's cross-play and cross-progression with the mobile version. So you can start tonight on mobile, and all your progress will carry over.
This audience is crazy.
And it's playable here at E3 in our booth and Nintendo's.
Yeah. And for those of you playing on mobile, we also have some special rewards for both our Apple and Google players this week. So download tonight and let us know what you think. Thanks again.
Now, let me introduce Jeff and Tom to tell you what's coming to Fallout 76.
Yeah! All right, here we go. What you got? Vaults. Races.
Hi, I'm Project Leader Jeff Gardner.
And I'm co-studio director Tom Mustaine.
On behalf of everyone at Bethesda Game Studios, we want to thank the millions of you who have played with us, stuck with us, and helped shape the world of Fallout 76.
Absolutely. It's incredible what the game has become. You've told us how much you've loved this year's updates so far, from camp building, legendary weapons, player vending, and of course, the dreaded sheep squatch. We've also been working on our biggest update yet. It's called Wastelanders, and it will fundamentally change the game.
Okay.
It's been some time since Vault 76 opened its door. And we all discovered that Appalachia isn't quite what it used to be. We encountered a lot of things. Overcame a lot of things. I don't think any of us expected for people to actually come back.
Are you from that vault? Can you help us?
Ha! Oh, yes!
We've traveled pretty far. Heard there's hope here in Appalachia. Folk rebuilding, fighting back. We'll fight too, right by your side.
Companions?
We've been everywhere and seen everything. And the one thing we've learned is this. You gotta claim the wasteland before it claims you.
Oh!
The question is, are you with us or them?
Yeah! Oh, they addressed the major criticisms. Choice and consequences, NPCs. About time, right? Look at that. Look at them all cheering about that.
That's right. That's right. Human NPCs are coming to Fallout 76.
Yay!
Not just NPCs, but a full quest line, new rewards, and as you saw, full dialogue trees.
Yay! Bringing it back to
This
the
is a
original.
long-term story we're telling. Year one was about the vault doors opening and all of you settling the wasteland. Year two is about people coming back to reclaim it.
Okay.
Like previous Fallout games, these characters have their own stories and goals. It's up to you to choose how to interact with them and live with those consequences.
The Wastelanders update is coming this fall and will be free for all Fallout 76 players.
Yeah! All right, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, now that we have a cure for the Scorched Plague, it makes sense people would be coming back, right?
And in the spirit of free, we're doing something special just for E3. Fallout 76 is going to have a free trial for everyone starting tomorrow.
That's right. It's the perfect time to see what Fallout 76 and its growing community have become. We can't wait to welcome all of you. And because so many of you are going to be joining us, we thought we'd also give you a sneak peek this week at an all-new game mode. Check it out.
Okay. As long as it doesn't become free to play. That's all I gotta say.
51. Your first test was making it to the vault. Now, your real trial begins. Currently, there is no overseer of Vault 51.
We found his body.
Perhaps you will be the one. We are in serious need of leadership, so I have devised a unique process of elimination. A battle to the death is the only sure way to judge the superior candidate. This should prove interesting.
Whoa! Oh, I'm gonna be busy. Hey, Hellfire Power Armor! Oh no!
There can only be one overseer.
Huh.
Good luck.
Oh. It's a battle royale mode. 52-player battle royale. Winner becomes the overseer of Vault 51.
Fuck yeah, we put a battle royale in Fallout 76. That's right. Nuclear Winter is a battle royale born from the Fallout universe. From power armor to perk cards, from camp building to contending with wasteland creatures, and of course, my personal favorite, nukes. It's a great free addition to an already huge game. We love playing it, and we think you will too.
There's always one. There's always one in the audience.
So check out the sneak peek and let us know what you think. Remember, all of Fallout 76, including Nuclear Winter, is free to try this week on all platforms. So jump in tomorrow. We can't wait to see you.
Thanks again.
All right, is that it? All right, I think that's what we get for Fallout 76 so far.
Remember, everything we've talked about that's coming this year is free. We get to represent hundreds of passionate developers across 4 studio locations in North America working on multiple projects. Yes, we're still hard at work on our next-gen RPGs, Starfield, and of course, Elder Scrolls 6.
Here it comes.
We know how precious these game worlds are to all of you, and they are to us. We know the time you spend in them is important. Keep telling us what you love, what you'd like to see us do better. Thank you again, everybody, for your support, but really, even more so, I want to thank everybody for believing in us. Thank you.
Okay, Battle Royale. Lots of upset people in the chat.
Founder of Tango Gameworks, Mr. Shinji Mikami.
But it seems like an optional game mode. So we don't have to play it if we don't want to. I'm looking forward to exploring it to see what's there.
Hello.
Hello.
I'd like to start by greeting my team in Tokyo. It's Monday morning there, but they are watching. みんなおはようございます。今日真面目にやるよ。Tonight, I am excited to announce the next game from Tango, Ghost Warrior Tokyo.
Okay, what have we here?
It is an action-adventure game in which you will fight paranormal enemy and rid the city of supernatural evil. I think you'll love it.
Okay, crowd needs to calm down. Be respectful, crowd. Come on.
To tell you more about Ghostwire Tokyo, here is creative director at Tango, Ikumi Nakamura.
Yay!
Oh. Is she
Wow.
magic?
Wow, so many people. Wow. Thank you. ありがとうございます。And such a big stage makes me nervous. I'll do my best to speak in English.
Oh, she's doing fine. That's right. Everybody give her an applause. Oh, she's doing fine.
We are making a new kind of action-adventure game. It's spooky. But not the survival horror game that we are known for. People are vanishing in Tokyo. You must find out why. You will encounter conspiracies and the occult.
Oh dear.
You have to explore the world, face challenges to uncover the truth and save humanity. In the game, you will meet spirits, some dangerous, some peaceful, and survivors that each have their stories. You will need to ask yourself, is this normal or paranormal? I ask myself this question every time I go to the office. Just kidding. We are very excited. Let's take a look. 見てね. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, I need to do some reading because I'm unfamiliar with this particular developer and their past work. So that's my fault. I need to go do some watching to kind of figure out what's going on here and why it's at a Bethesda showcase. Interesting. Hawkeye? Wow, well, it looks beautiful. Oh.
Don't fear the unknown. Attack it.
Well, whatever it is, it looks really pretty. Action adventure. Does it have sort of like a mystery game aspect to it where you got to solve mysteries? I might have to check it out.
When I'm not playing Bethesda games, I work as a mechanical engineer.
I work in a hospital. I used to work with kids.
I'm an electrician.
I'm an event planner.
In real life, I'm a systems administrator.
Program assistant for a private school for children with autism.
I'm trying to be an artist. I like to think of myself as one.
Make like back-end systems that it's really boring.
Maybe permanently or temporarily, I'm a full-time streamer.
I got a YouTube channel.
I make my own yarn.
I'm a social worker.
Teaching inmates. I'm a game developer working at a video game cafe.
I've been a Doom fan since the game came out. I remember being in the 8th grade and a buddy of mine giving me the shareware demo on 3.5-inch floppy disks.
My older brother picked up Fallout 3, and I took his copy and played it when he wasn't home.
Fallout 4. Oh my gosh, that's like my baby.
The scope of that game was just like a lot bigger than things I was used to.
Just setting foot in Shimmering, the first city that you go to in Somerset, it was amazing.
You would look out and you'd be like, oh, I want to go there. And then you could go there, which was wild.
Go out into the world, go in any direction that you want to go.
The exploration and the weirdness and the alienness of it.
I played Oblivion. I tell you, it probably saved my life.
It was one of my first experiences with a fantasy world that was that immersive. Love the dragons, scatter the dragons.
You take down a dragon, you can definitely take down any illness.
Don't ever stop adding dragons to your game. Add dragons to Fallout. Add dragons to Rage. Add dragons to everything.
No.
Mecha dragons.
No, don't, please.
More dragons.
No, I'm done with dragons. The Scorched Beast was enough.
Please welcome studio director at ZeniMax
Just a difference
Online
of opinion.
Studios, Matt Firor.
Weirdbeard says Tango Gameworks is a studio under ZeniMax. They did The Evil Within. Thank you, Weirdbeard.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Wow, thank you. And
this crowd, oh my gosh.
I just want to shout out to our friend Greg there, the one in the video that really loves dragons. I'm happy to say, Greg, The Elder Scrolls Online has dragons.
There you go. If you want dragons, that's your game. No dragons in Fallout, please.
Right now, in fact, players are deep into the Season of the Dragon, our year-long story about greed, revenge, cat people, and of course, dragons. Tonight's focus on the community resonates with me and everyone at ZeniMax Online Studios because ESO literally would not exist without you. Watching you play the game, streaming, telling stories, hearing your feedback, we understand that you are the most important part of the world of Tamriel. Thank you. Thank you for making ESO the extraordinary adventure it is today. The past year has been a huge success for ESO. More Game of the Year awards, millions more players have joined. So many, in fact,
that guy needs a tranquilizer.
So many, in fact, that we recently added more server capacity just to support all the new players in Tamriel.
Come, cool down, dude. Someone needs to take him out back and give him an iced tea.
ESO just keeps getting bigger and better. Just a few days ago, we launched The Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere. The latest chapter in the game where you're able to visit for the first time the homeland of the Khajiit, as well as control the dead as the new Necromancer class. And if you haven't played it yet, Elsewhere is the perfect starting point for new players.
It's that one guy.
When we announced Season of the Dragon, we kicked it off by showing you a video about how dragons were unleashed on Elsewhere. And we ended with a cliffhanger. Now, I'm really excited to show you what happens next.
Any
Check
ESO
out
players in the chat?
The world premiere.
Anyone amped for this? My wife used to play this game religiously. I couldn't deal with the cat people though, and the lizard people. I don't know, just for some reason, I just couldn't do it. I know, we got ghouls and super mutants, so it's hypocritical, but cat people and lizard people? Dragons. He's like, what are you doing? I'm big. I have fire. Ooh! Oh! Careful, cat lady. Ah! Magic Man. He's like Sub-Zero. I mean, it looks cool. This looks really good, by the way. Oh, what is that? Oh, he's like a Death Knight. Barely touched him. He's like, what? The little cat is. Come on. Oh, ballistas. If they get trebuchets in there, a subreddit on Reddit will really be happy about that. It takes this much effort to kill one dragon in ESO? I'm impressed. Prower says those are not dragons. Dragons have 4 legs with wings. Ooh, ballista shot. They always land on their feet. It's okay. Also 9 lives. Oh, wait, I'm wrong. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh, we celebrated too early. Oh. It's a wyvern. Everyone is saying it's a wyvern? Oh.
That's
okay.
right, another cliffhanger. You may have recognized the return of Sai Sahan, the legendary Redguard Swordmaster. He's the legendary Redguard Swordmaster you met as part of the original 5 companions. He's back as the leader of the Dragon Guard, a group of dragon hunting warriors you've seen in other Elder Scrolls games. He'll be featured in our 4th quarter story DLC named Dragonhold, which will complete the Season of the Dragon. We've got a lot more to share about the return of Sai and the Dragon Guard, which we'll unveil at QuakeCon later this summer. Before then, keep an eye out for a dungeon DLC adventure called Scalebreaker, which you'll see in August.
That one guy was just seated too close to the microphone. They need to move him back a bit.
Thank you so much for your support of the Elder Scrolls Online. We're humbled by your enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm for the game motivates us every day. You guys are seriously awesome. Thank you.
It's like they have a microphone hovering above that one guy's seat.
But I have something else to talk about. The Elder Scrolls Online isn't the only game in development at ZeniMax Online Studios. We have several other projects, one of which we're ready to reveal tonight. And to tell us all about it is the game's creative director, Kira Schlitt.
All right, what do we got?
Hi, everyone. And now, for something completely different.
Monty Python reference.
Imagine a classic Saturday morning cartoon in free-to-play mobile game form. Let's take a look.
Commander Keen, on to the stars. Commander Keen, get Uranus to Mars. Commander Keen, next generation. Commander Keen, Commander Keen. When evil comes from outer space to terrorize the human race, the Keens will helm it up real quick and make a beat some pogo.
Catchy tune. Snack time.
Commander Keen, they got lots of plug. Commander Keen, they don't give a fuck. Commander Keen, twin helmet power. Commander Keen.
What?
Commander Keen.
Okay, for a moment there I thought, okay, I'll let my kids play this. Then the theme song drops an F-bomb. What's their target audience?
So, there's a new branch on Commander Keen's family tree, and they're heading to iOS and Android. If you're hearing about Commander Keen for the first time,
Yeah.
it was one of the first PC action games created by id Software in the early 90s. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to read up on it.
Boy genius Billy Blaze, whose alter ego Commander Keen protected Earth. All of us at ZeniMax Online Studios want to give a really big thanks to our friends at id for trusting us to deliver our modern take on this classic game. So, tonight, as we introduce Commander Keen to a new generation of players, we're also introducing the next generation of heroes. Meet Billy. And Billy. Twin geniuses who follow in their famous father's footsteps. The new commanders are, of course, funny and powerful, but the game is also full of enemies, allies, and some really bad guys. The twins build wacky gadgets from household items to save the Earth from certain alien destruction. Drag and drop gadgets to summon allies, attack enemies, and move through the environment. Choose from a caboodle of contraptions to conquer challenges. And try saying that 5 times fast. The twins go on adventures in story mode, which tells some of the classic Commander Keen tales, as well as a whole bunch of brand new ones. In story mode, you'll overcome aliens, collect power-ups, and explore Mars and beyond. You can also go helmet to helmet with other players in battle mode, a real-time, head-to-head race through an alien landscape where you need to control checkpoints and claim the flag to gain ultimate victory. Commander Keen will soft launch this summer on iOS and Android phones.
All right, mobile games are not for everyone. They're not for me. I'm not really interested, but there is an audience for this.
Please go visit gokeen.com to pre-register to receive unique in-game rewards and hot Commander Keen launch updates. We really can't wait to kick some asteroid with you all. Thanks.
It's a big stage. It's a big stage. Well, I hope that there's an audience for this, and I hope that they're really excited for it. But we still have to hear about Doom Eternal and Wolfenstein.
At Bethesda, we, like you, love mobile games. In addition to Blades and the upcoming Commander Keen, millions of you have enjoyed Fallout Shelter, which has now reached over 150 million downloads and counting.
All right. I've played a little bit of it. I play it on the plane. Whenever I have to travel, I play it on the plane.
For fans of collectible card games, we brought the Elder Scrolls Legends to mobile so you could experience the Elder Scrolls in a new way. This year, the Legends community has continued to grow thanks to a lot of upgrades, new features, and new content. It's a great experience for a night of gaming or a quick match over a cup of coffee.
Take notes. This is how you're supposed to play mobile games. Headphones, buddy. Oh, it's a drunk crab. Someone needs to cut him off. You know, I think that might be my thing with mobile games. They're not as immersive, I guess, as PC games. But they're trying to make this feel really immersive with the cinematic.
Make your play.
Oh, push notifications. Oh, hold on.
See? Dragons.
Ah, doggone dragons.
If you enjoy other card games but are looking for something that provides a little deeper challenge, you can download Legends for free on the App Store and begin playing tonight. Legends' next expansion, Moons of Elsewhere, will be available on June 27th for PC, Mac, mobile, and tablet. You can head over to Bethesda.net to get a glimpse at the new cards and content, or play it this week in our booth. I'll see you there. Clap.
Cool. I'll see you there. Clap. Was he telling them to clap?
Speaking of new content, 3 weeks ago, we released Rage 2.
Yay!
And now Insanity Rules.
Yeah, that was a good game. I enjoyed that game.
And now Insanity Rules for millions of players around the world. But we wanted to do more than just deliver a critically acclaimed open-world shooter. We've already added community challenges that reward you just for having fun in the wasteland, and we've got a lot more planned with new features rolling out this week. The world of Rage 2 will become even more unpredictable and even more insane. Take a look.
I stream this game every Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's become a lot of fun. Oh no. Ooh, that's new. Oh, yes. Okay, good. Hey, little sweet. All right.
Now I miss the taste of flesh.
Oh, that's my next tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mech.
Have a nice flight.
That was my daughter. She came in to say hi.
I got a tremendous surprise for you all.
Please welcome executive producer.
Man, that was like too
Machine
many cooks in the
Games,
kitchen. Too
Jörg
many cooks.
Gustafsson.
They took a page out of the Adult Swim book there, which was pretty good. All right, Wolfenstein. We've streamed every Wolfenstein game.
After liberating America from the Nazi scum in Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus.
Yeah!
This year, we take you back to Europe with 2 new Wolfenstein games.
2?
First, we are bringing Nazi killing into virtual reality with Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. As a hacker working for the French resistance, you will take control of Nazi war machines and turn them against their creators. Cyberpilot will be available this July, and it's playable this week in our E3 booth.
Huh. I'll have to get my Vive thing set back up.
And if you haven't fought Nazis in VR, you don't know what you are missing. But, as I said, we have 2 new Wolfenstein games. This summer, we are going to be launching Wolfenstein Youngblood. With a gameplay experience that is bigger than any previous Wolfenstein game. You will have more weapons and weapon upgrades than ever before, more ways to customize your playstyle, and, of course, even more evil Nazis to kill. And in Youngblood, you can kill those Nazis with a friend.
Yay!
Yes, Wolfenstein is going co-op. Youngblood is set in the 1980s, 2 decades after the new Colossus. BJ Blazkowicz is missing in Nazi-occupied Paris, and it's up to his twin daughters, Jess and Soph, to track him down. In Youngblood, you can still play by yourself, or you can partner with a pal to double up on shooting, stabbing, and killing Nazis.
It's just wholesome.
Check it out.
Paris, Nazi country.
That's where Papa is, so that's where we're going.
We can find him together.
How does he age?
I may have an assignment suitable for 2 Nazi killers such as yourselves.
Oh, man. Okay.
Let's do it, sis.
More pink and teal. It's a retro 80s theme this year. Oh man, this looks so cool. Ah, jeez. Oh, it's gonna be gory. All right, no, I'm looking forward to this. We'll be streaming this on Scotch and Smoke Rings.
Wolfenstein Youngblood releases on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on July 26.
All right. So we got about a couple months to get ready.
And if you can't wait, stop by our E3 booth to play this week. Thank you.
Well, Colossus was such a great game.
And now, I'd like to welcome to the stage my dear friends from Arcane Lyon, who worked with us on these 2 Wolfenstein games, Dinga and Sebastian.
As was the New Order, or the Old Order and the Old Blood. The New Order and the Old Blood, yeah. Both great.
We love you too.
Is that one guy? Now they're just look at him go.
Hi, I'm Dinga Bakaba and game director at Arcane Lyon.
Bonsoir, I'm Sébastien Mitton, art director in the same studio.
So, along with partnering with our good friends at Machine Games on Wolfenstein, we've been working on other projects at Arcane Lyon. And tonight, we're excited to announce our latest first-person action game. It's something innovative, stylish, and different from anything we've done before.
Cool.
Let me begin by saying bienvenue to the frozen island of Black Reef. This is a place of mystery, where looks can kill. The game takes place during what we say in French is a période de folie, a time of madness.
And now that we've given you a small taste of the world,
looks a lot like
let
Prey.
us introduce you to our two deadly rivals, Colt and Juliana.
This place isn't a paradise. It's a prison. Out here, we're trapped.
We're free.
In this endless, eternal cycle.
Nowhere to run to, baby. Got nowhere to hide.
My life's purpose is on this island.
And I can't let this go on any longer. The more days I repeat,
The longer that I'm out here,
the more certain I am
of what I have to do. The only way to protect the cycle
the only way to break this cycle
is to kill you. Time is on my side.
Interesting. Wow. What an interesting concept. I mean, it looks great. I'll have to look into that. I don't know if it'd be good for the channel, but it looks really fun.
Deathloop combines a mind-bending story with meticulously designed levels and, of course, Arcane signature gameplay that lets you approach every situation any way you like. Because in the endless clash between these two extraordinary assassins, how you play is up to you.
Oh, wow.
Plus, I think it's really fucking cool. Excuse my French.
Yeah, maybe you should have said that in French, actually.
Maybe not.
But it's also pretty fucking true. Because we will take you on a trip unlike any other, and we really hope that you enjoy the ride.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
Wow, what a cool concept. I gotta say, that's kind of risen up on my list of
It's
expectations.
a wonderful way to get away from all the pressures in life.
I think the sense of community has really helped me as a person because I'm typically very isolated.
It's definitely very confidence building.
It's brought me out of my shell and stopped being an introvert.
I could be a hero and do all these things.
You find really creative, really fun, really talented people.
Meet people who are in my group that I've only known as a character.
Probably made more friends online than I have in real life.
The games that you bring out just helps people, honestly.
My parents were refugees from the Vietnam War, which is why I'm also fascinated by elements of war.
Playing these games just kind of put me out of the worry and the stress.
I was in a dark place for a while, and I told myself I wasn't going to be there anymore. And so now the only dark places that I'm allowed to go are in dungeons and ESO.
Just being someone who is LGBT, it's nice to be able to sit down and play these games and feel accepted for who I am.
It's really nice to see that their storyline has some sort of emotional effect on me as a player.
And I just really admire the creativity that goes into the process of making these big worlds with these amazing stories.
Building these fantastic worlds and telling these stories comes from a passion to deliver the very best experiences for our players. Hi, I'm James Altman, Director of Publishing at Bethesda.
And I'm Robert Duffy, Chief Technology Officer at id Software. Tonight we have some exciting new technology to show you that can dramatically improve gaming for millions.
So for the past 2 decades, we've approached game development not by looking at what is possible today, but with a vision of what can be possible tomorrow. And at Bethesda, we're proud of our legacy of innovation, where again and again we've changed the industry. We were the first to use physics-based engines for sports games. We were groundbreakers with Go Anywhere, Do Anything, open-world RPGs. We are the inventors of the first-person shooter, which is now the world's most popular form of gaming. We are pioneers in downloadable content and the first to bring mods to consoles. And actually, since we first brought mods to consoles in 2016, there have been 1 billion mod downloads for Fallout and Skyrim. We, of course, developed the first commercially viable VR technology, revealed in our E3 booth in 2012. Yes, that is the original VR headset, held together by tape and worn by our very own Tim Willits.
That's great.
And of course, we are well known as developers of best-in-class engine technology with our id Tech engine.
Okay, Doom Eternal. Are you ready?
Innovation and creativity is in our DNA, and all of these advances were done with one goal in mind: to improve player experiences. So tonight, we have exciting new technology to announce.
We're going to show you the result of years of research and development. Cutting-edge game engine-based technology we've developed specifically for game streaming.
Now, we'd like to introduce you to Orion.
Okay.
Orion is a tremendous breakthrough in streaming technology. It is our name for a group of patented technologies that optimize game engines for performance in a cloud environment. Orion can work with any game engine and will improve player experiences no matter which game you're playing or whether you're streaming on Stadia, on xCloud, or another streaming platform. So, how does Orion work?
The exciting game streaming services you've been hearing so much about have largely focused on hardware solutions to address the complex challenges of streaming. There's a lot of words. We used our expertise in developing game engine software and took a different approach. By incorporating Orion technology at the game engine level, we're able to stream game content up to 20% faster per frame, leading to a dramatic reduction in latency. In addition, an Orion-enabled game can stream with up to 40% lower bandwidth. And happily, for game developers, Orion technology is easy to integrate with your game build with our SDK.
But what does that mean for you? It means that streaming games will be faster and better with Orion. And Orion substantially reduces the cost of streaming for players and for publishers. So it won't matter if your friends and family are sucking up all the bandwidth, or if you live far away from a data center. With Orion, you'll still be able to stream your game at max settings.
Oh my God, that one guy. Always that one guy.
Now, as with any new computer technology, one must ask the question, can it play Doom?
Good question.
Here we go.
Can it stream an unrelenting, fluid, first-person shooter with native 4K resolution at 60 frames per second? Let's see.
Here we go.
I'd like to introduce Shale Williams, tech specialist from id Software, who is showing you just that here live on stage.
So Shale is streaming an Orion-enabled Doom 2016 right now to that mobile device. As you can see, there is no reduction in visual fidelity. That's Doom at 60 frames per second without perceptible latency. And we want you all to experience this powerful streaming technology yourself as we test and refine it. So for a chance to be among the first in the world to stream Doom 2016 for free, all you need to do is join the Doom Slayers Club by registering at slayersclub.com tonight. Because
Note to self.
everybody could use a little more Doom in their lives.
And we'll see you in hell.
What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. It is written. It is their time to give penance. You are but one man.
Wait.
They are no longer your people to save.
Oh, some familiar enemies here. But man, some new ones too. What? Well, we had a lot of fun with Doom 2016. They didn't know how to respond. Big lights, silence, and then didn't know how to respond.
That was awesome. This is awesome. Thank you so, so much. I'm Marty Stratton, the executive producer of Doom Eternal.
And I'm
Thank you.
And I'm Hugo Martin, the game's creative director.
As you just saw, we're not just building a world for Doom, it's an entire universe. Earth is on the brink of annihilation. It's being consumed by demons, and your crusade to save it will take you across dimensions to locations never seen before in Doom, from heaven and hell to the Sentinel homeworld and beyond.
Yeah. There is so much to see and discover, but Doom is first and foremost about gameplay. And Doom Eternal promises to be the ultimate power fantasy. The fun comes from mastering the experience because you are the Doom Slayer, the strongest, fastest demon killer in existence, and nothing can stand in your way.
Absolutely. Of course, the challenge in Doom is all about handcrafted combat, but also engaging level design. And in Doom Eternal, the game always has something new to throw at you, even deep into the campaign. Let's take a look.
All right. Saddle up. What do we got? Glory kills, of course. Oh, what? Oh, I think we're going to have some fun, folks.
Thanks. You know, it's so important to us at id Software that every aspect of the gameplay has real meaning to you, the player. Every enemy is different, every weapon has a purpose, and every decision you make really counts. The only path to victory in Doom Eternal is to aggressively control the fight with amazing agility, powerful guns, and critical resources.
That's right, I'll tell you, we absolutely can't wait for you to play it. And some of you won't have to wait too long. If you are lucky enough to be in the room tonight, you'll have a chance to play it immediately following the show.
That one guy.
And for those not here, but at E3 this week, we'll have Doom Eternal playable in the Bethesda booth all week.
Yeah. But enough talk. Let's see how it all comes together and watch as this perfect killing machine goes to work.
Charting a flight path to Mars. Calculating thrust vectors. Launching in 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Approaching
sweet.
planetary entry phase. Prepare for turbulence.
All new. Do we get to actually pilot it, or is that scripted? Probably scripted. Has he always had that shoulder thing? Is that the Gauss cannon? There's my favorite. And there's the rocket launcher. All right, so we're seeing some very familiar weapons so far. Yeah, the chainsaw. Ooh. That's a new glory kill. Oh, that's new. Movement-based perks. I mean, we recognize those from Rage and other games. Oh! I like the new lock-on system for the rocket launcher. Oh, and then that's that shoulder-mounted thing. That's new. Unless I missed that in Doom 2016. It's like a shoulder-mounted fire shotgun. Man, it looks great. Was that a hook? Like a grappling hook? All right, guys. Oh, come on. Oh, eat it. Yeah, that's right. It's ridiculous. So great. Complete save. Oh, that grappling hook thing is so great. Oh, man. I'm going to have to get better as a player because that's a lot of new tools. Whoa! EFG. Come on, show it. No, they don't show it. Oh, they cut it off right there. Nice touch.
Thanks.
All right.
That was classic. Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks. We're so excited because the gameplay that you just saw is just a piece of what you're going to play this week at E3. Yeah. But I bet a lot of you are wondering, when do we get to play Doom Eternal at our home?
Well, you don't have to wait too much longer.
Okay.
Not quite tomorrow.
Release date?
But Doom Eternal will release on November 22nd.
Okay. Good to hear.
We're very excited about that, and we've got something really special for Doom fans. An amazing collector's edition we're really proud of.
Yeah.
Ooh, you get the helmet.
Yeah. That's an actual helmet. Yeah, you could wear that thing.
Ah, look at that. They pan to the guy. This is probably the guy who's been screaming and hooting and hollering the entire broadcast.
Guys already got it.
That's right.
Already a badass.
He's already got one on.
All right, well, we've got one more thing we know that you've been waiting to hear about. Our totally new Doom multiplayer experience. We call it Battle Mode. We've been developing this in-house at id, and it's unlike anything you've played before.
Yeah, we've been so pumped at id to share this with you. This is pure Doom, but with your friends, where two player-controlled demons take on one fully loaded Slayer in a fight to the death. This is a first-person fighter, where it's demon strategy versus Slayer skill.
You know, we can't wait because we know you'll love the different play styles of the various demons because each has unique movement, attacks, and abilities.
They can even spawn AI demons to control the battlefield and help you take down the Slayer. It's strategic, competitive, and it's a ton of fun. And we can't wait to share more details with you this year at QuakeCon.
That's right, a lot more to share at QuakeCon, but before we go, we do want to take a first look at Doom Eternal's new multiplayer. On behalf of our amazing team at id in Dallas and Frankfurt, Germany, we want to thank you all so much for your support.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
I never did a lot of multiplayer with Doom 2016.
Fight.
So this is very new to me.
Demon health critical. Slayer Player health critical. Slayer kill. Round 2.
Oh, jeez.
Demon summon.
Ooh. What was that?
Final round.
Like a Gatling shotgun? Looks fun. Gotta say, looks fun.
Another round of applause, please, for Marty Hugo and all of our presenters tonight. And for everyone at our studios around the globe that have worked so hard on the great games you've seen tonight, we say thank you. 2019 marks 25 years of Doom. So to celebrate, we will be going all out with Doom at QuakeCon this summer. We're adding a whole host of panels and activities dedicated to Doom, which we call DoomCon. Yeah, see what we did there? We took out the Quake and put Doom. We hope you can come hang out with us in Dallas at our inaugural event in London. If you can't, please tune in online. Until then, go to Bethesda.net for more info on all the games you saw tonight. If you're here at E3 this week, we'll have hands-on with many of our games, so be sure to stop by our booth. In the meantime, thanks for playing, thanks for watching, and thanks to all of you for being part of the Bethesda community. Have a great night.
And there we have it. Roll the outro.
At Bethesda, we're in the business of creating heroes.
超クールな敵もね。
But the true hero is you.
It's like we hand you this malleable clay and you do these extraordinary things that we never could have imagined.
We get to build these worlds and these communities, and you all come in and you play, and you bring these worlds that we create to life.
You help us build richer worlds.
みんなのおかげで助かってます。
You add meaning to everything we do.
We are glad you're here.
We're so glad you're here.
To the heroes.
ヒーローたちに乾杯。
To the heroes.
À la vôtre.
Shit, I don't have a drink.
To you.
Poor guy. Someone had a quantum. There we go. Lots of good stuff, ladies and gentlemen, and I think that's the end of the broadcast. Well, we just got quite a show there and a lot to talk about. Not only did we get a wonderful preview of Doom Eternal, which is really exciting me. I foresee a fun fall of Scotch and Smoke Rings playing some Doom Eternal, but a few new titles that I wasn't expecting and that I'm suddenly interested in. In particular, that Death Loop game looked really interesting to me. The graphics look great, but the concept of dying and then respawning and being in this eternal loop as an assassin, okay, you've got my interest. I'm going to have to check it out. But then, of course, the big news, Fallout 76, NPCs and dialogue choices. Finally, the biggest complaints that many players have had about Fallout 76 addressed and fixed with these upcoming free DLCs. Then, of course, there's the Battle Royale mode. You know, I mean, they had to. I don't know. So it'll be interesting to. So I've never played Fortnite. I didn't play any of the Battle Royale games, but I do know they are extremely popular, and it'll be interesting to see how they go ahead and implement this. I'm glad it's an optional game mode. From everything they've said, it's going to be very similar to, so when we log into the game, there's adventure and survival. There will probably be Battle Royale mode, where you have to battle it out to become overseer of Vault 51. An interesting concept. I'll be interested to see how they implement that. We'll definitely cover it on the channel just to see what it feels and tastes like. I'm reserving, expectations. They're kind of just, well, we'll see how it goes. But everything else that I heard about Fallout 76 sounds like it's great. I'm really excited about the NPCs and the dialogue choices. It's going to make it feel more like a traditional Fallout and RPG. So excited about that. Glad you guys joined me for this live reaction to Bethesda's big keynote here at E3. I'm always grateful that you guys come to the broadcast. It's way more fun for me to cover it alongside all of you than to go there in person, because it would just be noisy and I'd be drowned out by guys in the audience like our friend who just shouted at every key opportunity. So this is a much more fun format. But as for this channel, I hope you enjoyed the 2 lore videos I did this weekend, a Fallout 2 video on New Reno and a Fallout 3 video on Broken Steel. Live stream tomorrow. We're going to be playing some more Dishonored. We're in the Witches of Brigmore right now. And then all next week, we'll have more lore videos, believe the Return of the Obra Dinn, and then more Fallout 2 and Fallout 3 Broken Steel. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you all tomorrow for a brand new live stream of Dishonored at 10 o'clock in the morning. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all very soon.